Have you ever felt like your life is controlled by thoughts and emotions that you can't manage? Many people move through their days as prisoners of their own mind, carrying worries about the future, regrets from the past, invisible fears, and endless desires. This silent enemy is the undisciplined mind, and when left untrained, it becomes the harshest prison. This is exactly where Stoicism, a philosophy born more than 2,000 years ago, shines like a guiding light. It was born in Greece, refined in Rome, and carried forward by great thinkers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. And it remains relevant today because human nature has not changed. We still don't know how to handle what we feel. In a modern world full of noise, endless notifications, pressure at work, and social comparisons, Stoicism offers a clear map for courage, clarity, and inner strength. How many nights have you spent worrying about something that never actually happened? And how many times have you wasted energy trying to control situations that were completely out of your hands? These two questions expose a common mistake. We invest energy in what doesn't depend on us. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the external world, we always have full control over our attitude. That is true freedom, the ability to choose how to respond to life's challenges. Epictetus, who was born a slave and later became one of the greatest Stoic teachers, summarized it perfectly. Men are disturbed not by things but by the view which they take of them. Imagine two people losing their job on the same day. One falls into despair, the other sees it as a chance to rebuild. The fact is identical, but the interpretation defines the outcome. That is the Stoic path, to train the mind to decide how to interpret reality. It's not easy because blaming the government, friends, or family is always more comfortable. But the truth is hard. No one will come to save you. The only person who can change your life is you. And since we're speaking of responsibility, let me pause briefly. If this message already resonates with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who also needs to hear it. When you strengthen your mind, you inspire others to do the same, and together we build a stronger community. The Stoics also spoke often about death, not because they were pessimistic, but because they understood that remembering it sets us free. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and philosopher, wrote in his meditations that each morning he should remind himself that death could come at any moment. That thought didn't paralyze him. It made him more aware. Ask yourself, if today were your last day, would you spend it stuck in meaningless arguments, envy, and resentment? Or would you choose to live with gratitude, intensity, and focus on what truly matters? The real enemy isn't death. It's the illusion that tomorrow is guaranteed. But Stoicism isn't just theory. It's daily practice. The first lesson is emotional discipline. Imagine someone insults you on social media. The easy reaction is to explode in anger. But stop and think, do I want to hand over control of my mind to this person? Every time you react impulsively, you give away your freedom. The Stoic breathes, observes, and responds calmly. Whoever masters their reaction is free. Whoever gives in to impulse is a slave. The second lesson is accepting with serenity what is beyond your control. You cannot control the weather, the stock market, or what other people think about you. Trying to change those things is like trying to catch the wind in your hands. It only brings frustration. But you can control your preparation, your discipline, your actions, and your effort. That's the wisdom of Stoicism, to stop wasting energy on the impossible and focus it on what truly depends on you. The third lesson is to act even without motivation. Most people wait until they feel inspired to begin, but motivation is like a spark. It appears and disappears quickly. What sustains a strong life is discipline. Waking up early even when tired, training even when your body resists, studying even when your mind feels heavy. Each time you act without depending on motivation, you win a battle against your weaker self. And those small victories, repeated daily, make you unshakable. The fourth lesson is simplicity. This doesn't mean rejecting comfort or denying progress, but refusing to be enslaved by endless desires. Seneca said it clearly, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." The more you think you need to be happy, the more fragile you become. True freedom is needing less. Perhaps you're thinking, this is too hard. And yes, it is. But let me ask, what is harder, training your mind and freeing yourself, or living your entire life as a prisoner of uncontrolled emotions? The effort of today builds the peace of tomorrow. The comfort of today may become the chain of the future. The Stoics also developed practical exercises to apply philosophy to daily life. One of them was Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of difficulties. Each morning, they reminded themselves that during the day they might face ungrateful people, injustice, or obstacles. This wasn't pessimism, it was preparation. Another practice was nightly reflection. Before going to sleep, they reviewed where they acted with wisdom and where they lost control. That self-examination was a powerful mirror for growth. Today you can easily adapt these practices. Each morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This shifts your mind from lack to abundance. Reduce social media time to avoid constant comparison. Dedicate 5 minutes daily to conscious breathing, to train calmness. Practice silence. Speak less and listen more. Each small exercise is a seed of inner strength. Another central teaching of Stoicism is the acceptance of impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. Not joy, not pain, not success, not failure. Resisting this truth creates suffering. Accepting it gives peace. Life is like a river. The water is never the same, but the current continues. Once we accept this, we stop fighting the inevitable and start flowing with it. Stoicism also reminds us that true strength is not in dominating others but in mastering ourselves. The world will continue to be chaotic and unfair, but you can become an inner fortress. That fortress doesn't depend on wealth, recognition, or status. It depends only on your discipline and attitude. And here's my final challenge. Write in the comments, "I choose to master my mind." That simple phrase seals your commitment to strength. Don't forget to activate notifications and subscribe, because in future videos I'll share more tools to help you build an unshakable mind. Stoicism doesn't promise an easy life. It promises resilience. And resilience is exactly what you need to face any storm. So I ask you now, will you keep drifting in chaos like a rudderless ship, or will you take control of your life with discipline, courage, and serenity? The decision is yours. And as the ancient Stoic said, the right time to act is not tomorrow, the time is now.